Did you find him confident and that and the crowd response?
The crowd response actually was quite enthusiastic. This was a small town called Jhanjharpur in a very political area. In fact, the meeting was held in a stadium named Lalit Karpuri Stadium, which is amazing given the fact that Lalit Narayan Mishra and Karpuri Thakur were rivals all their lives. And as I saw the stone there, this had been inaugurated by Nitish Kumar and Sushil Kumar Modi, so BJP as well.
Right.
This tells you that this was really a very political area. The crowd was very charged. It was a small crowd. And I thought that Nitish was mostly very confident, except on the issue of reservations, where he again got a little bit defensive. He was explaining it, but he had been caught out a little bit.
Okay, let's now go into the charges that Nitish and Lalu and the Congress are making against the BJP. We had 5 charges the BJP is making against the JDU, RJD. What about the other way around? In the opposing campaigns, all the speeches of the JDU and RJD have been attacking the BJP firstly that they are outsiders. They are Baharis, not Biharis. And that all the posters are of Modi and Amit Shah and not enough of local leaders. Had an impact or not?
I don't think it's much of an impact because Mr. Modi also comes as I'm an Indian. But I think, they know finally that the leaders trying to push and they'll get a local as the chief minister. I think it's a nice slogan.
See, in this, Manish, there is Bihari pride also, but they know it's going to be one of their chief ministers going to be Bihari, but the BJP hasn't announced who it's going to be. It's the old Congress tactic. If you announce one, then nobody else fights. They say, forget it, I'm out of here. So to keep unity, they don't announce anybody. But has it really rung true? Because they know that really the Prime Minister is Indian and that it's going to be a Bihari chief minister. It's not going to be somebody from outside.
No, but initially it really, impacted their campaign. It really affected them. That's why in the middle of the campaign, BJP came out with some posters where, Bihari leaders were also given some space. Otherwise, it was all about Narendra Modi and Amit Shah. And I'm telling you, Pranay, that it really created a lot of discontent at least among the senior BJP leaders.
Right. Let's look at the second charge and get Shekhar to react for the first two. The second charge against the BJP by the RJD, JDU is that they are anti-reservations. That Mr. Bhagwat had made a statement that reservations should be re-looked at and should be rethought of. Many people say he was misquoted, but as Rajnath Singh said, you can't use misquoting as an excuse anymore. That's a major statement to make in the middle of an election or almost the start of an election. What brought that on?
First of all, Mr. Bhagwat is taken very seriously. He's not a fringe element.
Yeah.
He's the Sarsang Chalak. Second, doubts about reservations are essential to the thinking of the RSS. Because
here's the RSS head saying that we should rethink the whole thing.
Yes, but that's what RSS's thinking is.
Yeah.
So he's in a way restating it.
Right.
But
the timing?
It's tough to say. But he said it when he said it. He could say it's a coincidence. I was making my Dashera speech. That's my annual State of the Union address. But he said it, and he has caused confusion because in Bihar, reservation is not just about jobs. Reservation is essential to Bihar's political ideology.
And it did put the BJP leaders on a kind of defensive. They had to go for the next 4 or 5 days saying, no, we believe in it.
Look, Pranay,
and they counter-attacked with the attack on Nitish and his cutting reservation.
People of Bihar are politically very astute. So they also know that constitutionally and politically, nobody can take away reservations.
Right.
But because it's an ideological issue, it's also a bit of a sentimental issue because it's linked to middle caste and lower caste empowerment. This turning of caste politics upside down. So they resent it and they see this as BJP showing its true colors. So in a way, they would believe that Mr. Bhagwat is more truthful than BJP's political leaders. So this has had an impact.
Right. And coupled with that was the next major charge that the RJD, JDU just hammered on and on in their speeches. That is that the BJP was running a communal campaign of hate. They brought up Pakistan, they brought up anti-minority phrases in their speeches. They're constantly trying to, according to them, according to RJD and JDU, the BJP is trying to bring a divide in the community.
Yes, because there is when you say they'll burst crackers in Pakistan, should by perchance, should JDU, RJD win, or as Mr. Nitish Kumar countered them recently in that talk to us earlier, that they'll burst crackers perhaps in Bombay with a lot of Biharis.
Right.
But I think there was a communal tinge to the campaign when towards the end, when the BJP felt that the reservation issue might become a problem, they've gone for this.
But in a sense, most of the people we've talked to and the earlier data shows that BJP gets only 5% at most of the Muslim vote. So making it communal, they don't lose anything. But it of course is not in the spirit of India, right?
Dr. Roy, they lose in the perception.
Sorry?
They lose a lot of perception, because Sushil Modi, people like Sushil Modi, who is equally considered good, pragmatic, and as well as a good administrator, at par, almost at par with Nitish Kumar. But when he started talking about beef, when he started talking about Communal, so like in the perception what people had, started thinking that what are they talking about? Because Bihar BJP leaders, they are also considered equally pro-minority, like Sushil Modi. Every year during the Ramzan, he will have iftar party right in front of the Muslim locality.
So Sushil Modi is meant to be as close to the Mahagathbandhan as anybody could get, right? It's not exactly hardcore RSS BJP in his approach to things. Let's look at the next two of the charges and just complete the whole table. Quickly, let's go through them. One was rising dal prices. Been accused of the centre's been accused of being the reason behind the rising dal prices, not organizing things properly, and therefore connected with that Achhe Din, what happened to them? They haven't arrived. That's all the speeches people have been talking about. And finally, let's have a look at the final, because it's all three, the last three are connected, that the Prime Minister had promised, or Mr. Modi had promised 15 lakhs account in everybody's bank account coming in from black money. That's a general thing they keep saying, where's the money? They've opened your bank account, but they haven't given you that 15 lakhs. Do these ring true? Achhe din nahi aaye, then
Look, I think
rising dal prices.
I think sufficient time has now passed since the elections of 2014 for Mr. Modi to be checked out on his promises. And Achhe Din is such a difficult thing to define, because days may be, your times may be better than before, but what is Achhe Din? So that's an easy taunt to make. And the fact is that because prices of dal have risen, some of the other things have gone up. Onions, this is the season when onions are high. So these taunts are working.
Right.
But also some of the other areas where NDA overpromised, for example, black money. I mean, we've heard Mr. Nitish Kumar say they've opened this 17 crores Jan Dhan accounts for you. I thought they were opening these to bring in these 15 lakhs per head. Okay, if not 15,000, put 10,000 rupees there, at least to make a beginning. In fact, he uses the Hindi term boni, which shopkeepers use for their first sale of the day.
Right.
And that attracts cheer from the crowd. The problem is that every party overpromises.
Right.
In the first 6-8 months.
And then you're taken to task on a campaign, your people are ironic, sarcastic, pull your leg. That's part of election campaigns. But prices, Doraba, are important. Remember the onion prices, people have lost election.
Yes.
It's one of the most difficult. But who are they blaming, centre or state?
I think normally the centre tends to be blamed for all price rises.
Right.
Because they think central controls everything. Though central control nothing.
Okay. Joining us